Hello and welcome. My name is Audi Ferrin, and today I'm going to take you through a yoga flow designed for after travel. We're going to start standing. So when you're ready, find your place on your mat, and we're going to let our arms fall to our side, just relaxed palms here. And we're going to take a deep breath, maybe even closing the eyes. Inhale when you're ready, and exhale. Good, we'll take one more. Inhale and exhale. Blinking the eyes open, we'll start to roll the shoulders back. So big circles with the shoulders. We'll take 5 of these, really trying to exaggerate this rotation. And then when you're ready, we'll start to bring those circles forward, rolling the shoulders forward, letting the arms feel heavy. Good. Last one. We're going to reach the arms up overhead on an inhale. And then exhale, fold forward. You can bend the knees a lot here, maybe holding the elbows, just letting the head feel heavy here. And then releasing the elbows slowly, we'll roll all the way back to standing, reaching the arms up overhead when you get there. And this time, we're gonna do a side stretch to the side. So your left hand is gonna hold your right wrist, inhale, reach, and then exhale, stretching to the side. And you can look up towards your hands or down towards the floor, trying to really stretch this right side body. Inhale back up. And then right hand holds left wrist. And then exhale, finding the stretch on the other side. Good. Back to center. Inhale. And then exhale, fold. Holding the elbows again, letting the head feel heavy, slightly tucking the chin. Good, releasing the elbows, rolling back up very slowly, letting the arms come all the way up overhead, palms come to touch. Inhale. And then again with that side stretch, right hand holds left arm and we reach towards the right side, lengthening that left side body. And then finding this stretch on the other side. Inhale first, and then exhale, lengthening and stretching. Good, back to center. And then we'll fold forward here. This time, we'll step our feet hip distance apart. And we're gonna hold the elbows, this time bending the knees a lot, letting the rib cage rest on the thighs, or at least draw closer to the thighs, letting the head feel heavy here. Good. We'll stay in this fold, this time trying to lengthen the legs. So taking that bend out and then just noticing the backs of the legs here. We'll take an inhale to create space. And then exhale, fold even deeper. Okay, we'll plant our left hand out in front of us about 12 inches. And we're gonna reach that right arm up overhead, stacking the shoulders. There's a deep bend in the left knee now, and just holding here. Maybe your gaze is up towards fingertips or out to the side. Okay, right hand plants, and we'll move this left hand up towards the ceiling, relaxing shoulders, drawing that belly button in towards spine, and deep bend in that right knee. Good. Folding forward, bending the knees one at a time. And then planting the hands, we're going to step back to a plank, coming to your knees, and then coming all the way down, elbows towards the side body here as we come all the way down onto the mat. We'll keep our hands planted as we peel the chest off the mat and press the heart open into this cobra position. And you can go as high or as low as feels good for you today. Pressing and activating the legs into the mat. Rolling the shoulders back. And then tucking the toes, lifting the hips, and finding your very first downward dog. Spreading the fingers wide. Your gaze is towards the navel here. Last breath in this downward dog. Okay, we're gonna reach our right foot forward in between the hands and the left knee will come down. We'll inhale the arms up for this low lunge. And then the right hand will plant off to the side and we'll reach left arm up and over. Okay, plant the hands at the top of the mat, send right foot back and find the downward dog again. Breathing and settling in here. We'll lift the left foot forward, coming to a low lunge on this side, inhaling the arms up. And then finding that side stretch on this side, planting left hand, reaching right arm up and over. Good, coming back to the top of the mat with the hands, left foot goes back. And this time we'll take a chaturanga. You're welcome to take it on your knees. Chest comes down, elbows towards the side body. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. And then exhale, down dog. Holding here for 5 breaths. Relaxing the shoulders, gazes towards navel. Every inhale, lengthening the spine. And the exhale, sinking the heels towards the mat. Last breath. Bringing the right foot now to the outside of your right hand, coming down with that left knee, settling in here just for a second. We're feeling this left hip flexor opening up here, and just noticing where this right knee is. We hope that it's making contact with the shoulder so that your knee joint and ankle joint are stacked on this side. Staying here, finding your stability in this place. And then we're gonna open up from here. So reaching right arm up. And you can choose to stay here in this twist, opening the heart, reaching the gaze, or you can take it a little bit further and press gently on this knee. And the side of the foot will come. The foot kind of peels off the mat and you're gently pressing this knee away from you, just slightly. Good. And we'll find this all on the other side. So settling back into this place first, and then untucking the toes, lifting that left knee off the mat and sending right foot back, settling into a downward dog. Breathing here. We won't stay here long. And then left foot will come forward. Right knee settles in. And this knee is stacking over this left ankle. This left hand is planted pretty close to that foot. Feeling strong here, opening this right hip flexor. You can even kind of sink it towards the mat, just settling into that place. Good. And then from here, you can reach the arm up, the left arm up, and look up towards fingertips and stay there. Or you can choose to peel this left foot off the mat and press gently on this knee, just to the point where you feels good for your body. Good. Coming back, planting the hands, sending that left foot back, and settling into a downward dog. We're going to walk the hands to the back of the mat. And we're going to use this block. And if you don't have a block, you can use books. You can use a can, anything you can find in your house or at the airport. Reaching this right arm up again. And this time we're going to wrap this arm around. So gently finding an even deeper twist. Maybe this left hip crease is where you can rest your arm, or maybe just rest it towards your lower back. Trying to open that right shoulder and really plant that left hand. Good. Let's find this on the other side. Planting right hand now on this block and lifting left arm up and over and finding an even deeper twist here. Deep bend in that right knee. Opening the heart, rolling that left shoulder back. Good. Come back towards center. We'll move this block off to the side. And I'm going to bind my hands behind me. So you can choose whichever bind you prefer. I prefer this one. You can hold your forearms here, elbows. You can even press your knuckles against each other in a fist like this. So you can choose. We're just trying to hold a bind behind us so that we can open the heart as we fold forward here. So choose your variation of bind and then fold forward with the feet hip distance. And we're just trying to open up here. So finding your place, your edge, and then trying to just stay there and relax. As hard as it is to relax when we're feeling tension and stress in specific areas, just paying closer attention to those places and sending the breath there. Bending the knees more, hollowing the belly, and relaxing the shoulders. Good. Last breath. Inhale and exhale. Okay, when you're ready, we'll roll up very slowly, eventually releasing whatever bind you have behind you. And we'll come to a tabletop here. So find the middle of your mat and come to a tabletop. We're going to take some cat-cows, dropping the belly, pressing the heart forward, looking up, and then exhale, round the back, really pressing the palms into the mat and tucking the chin. Good. Moving through a few of those, really exaggerating this movement, finding Lengthen the spine. Really trying to incorporate your whole spine in these movements. I like to close my eyes when I do cat-cows. Just really trying to pay attention to where I'm feeling a little more stress in my back. And then just holding those places a little more, a little longer. Coming to a neutral place, we're going to look towards the right pinky toe, and then back to center with the gaze, and then over the left shoulder to the left pinky toe. One side, back to center, and then the other side. You're really trying to exaggerate this bend in the spine. Trying to hover the shoulders over the wrist still, while finding as much mobility in the spine as you can. Last one. Finding a neutral place with your tabletop, we'll sink our hips towards our heels, walking the hands out even further. And then when you feel ready to melt, bring that forehead towards your mat, holding here for 5 breaths. Last breath. Coming all the way forward on the belly. We're going to bring our hands to the outside of the mat, tenting the fingertips like this. We're going to peel the chest up, looking up towards the ceiling. And then left ear comes towards the mat, resting here. Keep the fingertips tented. Inhale, reach the gaze. And then right ear melts towards the mat. We'll take a few more of these, keeping the legs active. Inhale. And then exhale, melt that left ear towards the mat. Inhale. And then exhale. Good. Last one. Inhale. Melting that left ear towards the mat. Inhale. And exhale. Planting the hands back onto the mat. Reaching now into an upward dog. So coming to the tops of the feet, lifting the hips off the mat and lifting the gaze. Tuck the toes, down dog. Bringing the right foot forward in between the hands, staying high here. High lunge as we inhale the arms up overhead. Deep bend in that right knee. Planting the hands on an exhale, sending right foot back. Taking a plank, and you can choose to go to your knees if that feels better. Moving through chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward now, high lunge on this side. Inhaling as you rise. Deep bend in that left knee now. And then folding forward. Planting the hands, sending left foot back, moving through chaturanga. Inhale up and exhale back. Coming to the knees, we'll cross the ankles, walk the hands back, and then extend the legs all the way out, coming to a seated place on your mat. Reaching for the big toes with the peace fingers, and then you can choose to stay here with the knees bent or extend the legs all the way out. Inhaling, and then exhale, folding. You don't need to fold very far to start to feel the tension in the backs of the legs. So just kind of melting wherever feels best for you to be, and just to breathe and let go. Inhale, come up. And this time we're going to hold the sides of the feet. So inhale, press the heart up and forward, and then exhale, fold. And you're trying to fold over these legs, keeping them very active, melting into this place. Good, and from here, we're gonna melt all the way down. So the back can come into a bit of a round here. We're just trying to bring the forehead closer to the legs and just releasing the pressure in the lower back. Good, inhale, come up. We're gonna bring right foot in towards the body here. Bring that left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Inhale tall, use that right hand as a little kickstand and twist. We're looking over that right shoulder, trying to sit tall as we twist. And then coming back to center, we'll release this right leg and try this on the other side. So plant your left foot. Inhale, sit tall, and then hook that right elbow on the outside of this left knee, using your left hand to plant and stabilize you for this twist, looking over this left shoulder, sitting tall, drawing belly button in towards spine, keeping that right leg active. And then back towards center. Good. We'll bring the feet together here for a variation of butterfly. Holding the outsides of your feet, we're gonna fold forward with a flat back. So your heart is open and you're not folding very far because you wanna keep your spine really, really long. Just noticing the hips, and the gaze is out in front of you. Good. Inhale, come up, and this time we'll round. So really exaggerating the round in the spine, trying to get the top of your head close to your feet. Round, round, round. This should feel so good. Inhale, come up. We're gonna bring the feet out a little bit, probably 6 inches, and slide the hands, palms up under the legs. And I'm gonna bring the palms to the tops of my feet, bringing the crown of my head towards my feet here. And then trying to spread the shoulder blades while I press my forearms into the mat. Tucking the chin and breathing. Great. Take one arm out at a time, and we'll bring the knees together. We'll come to the top of the mat with the hands and find a downward dog. So settling in again to this downward dog, noticing maybe differences in your spine and your hips, the backs of the legs, as you've been able to breathe and move the energy through the body, exhaling the things that aren't serving us anymore. Maybe that's stagnant energy or tension. Just letting that breath be cleansing for your body and noticing the difference as you're moving and flowing. We'll look towards thumbs, bend the knees. You can step or hop to the top of your mat. When you get there, we'll inhale, looking out. You can press against the shins, long spine here. And then exhale, fold, coming to a seated place. So moving very slowly with control all the way onto the mat. And then extending the legs and coming to a relaxed place. Laying all the way down. We'll bring the left foot and plant it here, crossing the right ankle over the knee. And then we'll bring the left hand to the right knee, kind of twisting off to the left side as you extend your right arm out. Your gaze should go towards the right fingertips. Good. Let's do that on the other side. Bringing that right arm back in towards your body, and then right foot plants as well. Left foot is going to cross over that right knee, and we'll extend this left arm, bringing right hand to the left knee and twisting off to the right side. Left arm is extended and your gaze is reaching, maybe even closing the eyes. And then coming back to center, left arm comes back and you can extend the legs here. The feet are relaxed, palms facing up. Spine is long, there's a slight tuck in the chin, just settling into a comfortable place of rest. You can choose to stay here. If you're still feeling any lower back tension from so much sitting and standing, from your travels, you can plant the feet and draw the knees together, settling into a variation of Savasana here. Holding this resting place as long as you need today. You're welcome to pause the video and set a timer on your phone for whatever amount of time you feel you need. And then eventually we'll relax the legs, reach the arms up overhead. Come to a fetal position. And then eventually making your way back to a seated place. Bringing the hands to heart center, closing the eyes. We'll take one last breath together. Inhale and exhale. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you have an amazing day. Namaste.